this blues thing seems to be falling apart. But I do know something, Kathy. It's gonna come back one day. And it's gonna be all right. One thing I do know. Sink or swim, baby. It's either sink or swim.
We're here in New York City in front of his old pad in Woodhaven, Queens, New York. And this is where his career all started, with the blues. Mr. Johnny Ace, when did people start calling you Johnny Ace?
In 1970, I was playing with this band of Brooklyn Blues Busters, and a harmonica player, John Nuzzo, who just passed on, my dear friend, gave me that name, which I didn't want at all, but it stuck, so here we are.
How did you first get turned on to the blues?
I was first in a rock band from 1965 till about 67, and I quit that. And this guy, Matty Peluso, a guitar player up the block on Jamaica Avenue, invited me to his place and played me this Paul Butterfield album and an Elmore James album, and I really enjoyed it. And then Matty would show me a lot of stuff. It was great. I really loved it very much. It was very easy for me to do.
Who were some of your greatest influences in the blues?
I would say Bobby Anderson, a man who played bass with James Cotton. He was my main influence on bass, without a doubt. And Jerome Arnold from Chicago, too, was very influential. Those two guys were my favorites, especially little Bobby, because I would go see him a lot. And I learned their stuff. And then I also learned Dave Meyer's stuff a lot, too. Yeah.
John, I know you grew up in New York City. What was the blues scene like back then?
Well, we were still learning to play, so we weren't really that good when we started, so it was tough. As we got better, it got better for us. There was all kinds of music then in New York, so it was good. It was okay.
Who were some of the noted musicians in the neighborhood when you grew up that were playing blues?
There weren't really all that many who played blues in this neighborhood. It was mostly rock guys and soul guys. The only guys I could remember were Matty Peluso, guitarist. Mike Armando lived down on Grant. He played guitar. Bobby Dupree played harmonica and sang. And Bobby and me were together about 4 years at least. And he was my buddy then, and he's still my pal. But there weren't a lot of blues musicians here, really. It was mainly rock guys.
Being a performer and a blues musician, how hard is it today to get gigs?
It's not a day on the beach, Mike. It's not a day on the beach. It's very tough now. Times are changing, and that times are supposed to change. I'll just say it is not that easy now.
Who were some well-known blues cats that you played with in the past?
I would say John Lee Hooker. I always remained friends with him. From 1970, the first gig I did with him, I was pals with him till he passed. Victoria Spivey was really great to us when we were kids. She would record us. Roscoe Gordon, Otis Rush I worked with and loved working with him. There are a lot. Eddie Clean Vincent was amazing. There's a lot of them I can't remember offhand.
Do you have any recordings that you have out now presently that people could purchase?
Yeah, I've been with Kathy Lemons, a fine vocalist, for 16 years now. We have 2 records out. One just came out on VizTone. You could get that through VizTone or through our website, lemonace.com. And it is really some really good stuff on there and really good players. Tommy Castro's on there and Paul Asher. Paul is from Brooklyn. He worked with Muddy Waters in the old days, 67 to 71, I think, 70. Paul's on there. David Maxwell from Boston, amazing piano player. Kid Anderson he's from Europe somewhere. He's on it. It's a real nice record. Oh, and this guy Ron Thompson is a fine guitar player.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here with Johnny Ace in New York City in front of his old pad in Woodhaven, Queens, where it all started. And it's been great talking to you, and good luck in your career, and keep belting out those blues. Like you say, mercy, mercy.
Thank you.
Sink or swim, baby. It's either sink or swim.